today.
No. What is your question? No, Mr. Elizondo, no.
Your Honor, respectfully, as a bailor and grantor, I've granted this court equitable title for settlement of any
No,
charges.
sir. This is a criminal court. No, sir. Mr. Elizondo.
Your Honor, for the record, respectfully, I am a Texas common law free man. I do not participate in corporate Ponzi schemes that require me to have
This
registration.
is not that, sir. This is not. Mr. Elizondo, stop. No, Mr. Elizondo, stop. Mr. Elizondo, stop. Mr. Elizondo, Mr. Elizondo, stop.
This sovereign citizen just got into a heated exchange with the judge, and you're going to want to see this. He's in court for something super basic, driving with invalid insurance. All he had to do was pay $100 fine. Instead, he sent in $3 and started pulling that classic sovereign citizen nonsense live in court. Like, seriously, is this a bargain sale on justice? Also, side note, does anyone else think this guy might be a teacher? I swear that whiteboard in the background looks like it belongs in a classroom. Just imagine if he's out here teaching kids this stuff. Anyway, let's jump in and watch this judge shut it all the way down.
Good morning, Your Honor. My Christian name is Jose, and my family name is Elizondo. I am the bailior today, and respectfully ask some issues to raise.
Wait, Mr. Elizondo, wait. Jose Elizondo, I show that you have one case pending, and that is expired registration. Do you understand that's the charge that is pending against you?
Yes, I understand, but respectfully.
Okay, sir. Okay, hang on. There's several steps we need to take over. Were you able to hear my explanation about defendant's rights and options that I went over at the start of court?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights or options?
Yes.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, respectfully, I haven't received my documentation that I requested in a timely manner to proceed today.
No. What is your question? No, Mr. Elizondo, no. What is your question about the rights and options that I went over at the start of court?
I have no questions regarding that. Okay,
then to this charge of expired registration, actually, I'm going to stop and say, you mailed in payment.
I did.
You mailed in $3 and you have a balance due of $129. So with that payment of $3, we've already entered a plea of no contest for you because Texas law allows that to be entered for you. So we're set here to determine, are you able to make the balance of your payment by Monday, or do you need some time to pay that out?
Your Honor, respectfully, as a bailor and grantor, I've granted this court equitable title for settlement of any.
No, sir. This is a criminal court. No, sir. Mr. Elizondo, this is not a civil court. There are no parties like that in this proceeding. You're a defendant. You're not a grantor. I'm the judge, and so that does not apply to this court. You may have read that might be something in a civil court. That does not apply here. So my question to you, sir, is since you've already mailed in payment and indicated a plea of no contest by mailing in a payment under Texas law, can you get the balance paid by Monday, or do you need some time to pay that out, or do you have a financial situation that you need a financial packet?
Your Honor, for the record, respectfully, I am a Texas common law free man. I do not participate in corporate Ponzi schemes that require me to have registration.
This is not that, sir. This is not. Mr. Elizondo, stop. Mr. Elizondo, stop. This is not the time to make a statement. You see, we have like 12 other people who are set here. You're set on a criminal charge. This is not time for you just to go and make a statement about a civil matter that it is not set in this court.
So are you saying that I don't have civilian due process of law?
No, but you're not. This is not a civil matter. You're raising terms in regards to this as if this were like a civil lawsuit. This is a criminal charge where you've already.
It's not criminal, Your Honor.
Yes, it is, sir. This is a Class C criminal charge in Texas, displaying an expired registration. That is a Class C criminal charge, and you mailed in partial payment. So I'm trying to determine, are you able to make the rest of your payment by Monday, or do you need some time to pay it out?
I have the right to equitable title for this settlement or any charges on the doctrine of trust merge.
This is not a matter. This is not a matter of a title to a vehicle or anything like that, sir. You seem to be confusing some civil law.
Well, I have some confusion because on Supreme Court case law Murdoch versus Pennsylvania, they clearly state that you don't need registration or insurance for private personal travel, and I don't consent to any corporate Ponzi scheme.
Respectfully, this guy's a walking argument for why Zoom court hearings need to end, like yesterday. And honestly, does the judge even know how to hit the mute button? At this point, she either needs to silence this dude or wrap it up, because we all know he's not paying anything. But here's what really blows my mind. Why even bother sending just $3 when the fine is $100? That's like walking into Starbucks, tossing $3 on the counter and expecting a venti frappuccino. Like, what are we doing here? Partial payments don't stop the case, so if that was his master plan, congrats. You just made yourself look even dumber on record. Drop a comment if you can make sense of that move, because at this point it feels like he's playing Monopoly while the rest of us live in real life.
Okay, well, this is nothing to do with a corporation. This is a Texas charge, and you've already mailed in a payment for this. So you've indicated a plea of no contest. Are you saying that you're not pleading that? Then why did you give them $3?
As a bailor and grantor, I gave
no, Mr. Elizondo, stop. Mr. Elizondo, stop. Mr. Elizondo,
of trust merge.
Mr. Elizondo, stop. Why did you mail in $3?
Because as a bailor and grantor, I have granted to this court equitable title for settlement of any.
No, sir. We do not settle. And, sir, Mr. Elizondo, there's no party in a criminal charge that's called a bailor, and you cannot claim a position that is not one in this court.
Your Honor,
there's no status of bailor.
Are you giving me finance?
No, sir. Listen, I need you to listen to me. I need you to listen to me. There's no status of bailor or grantor in this criminal court. You may have read some cases in regards to some other matter. You are a defendant. No, Mr. Elizondo, you need to be quiet and listen. You're a defendant. You mailed in $3, which is partial payment of a total of $132. All right. Now, by law, when you mail in a payment, a plea of no contest is entered. All right. So my question to you was, when you mailed in the $3, was that your intent to make a partial payment, requesting a payment plan, or were you attempting to post a bond?
My intent was, like I said, I am the bailor and grantee. I have granted this court equitable title for settlement of any charges under doctrine of trust merge. That's my answer to your question.
Okay, that is not an answer that applies in criminal court. So based upon your payment of $3, the court has already entered a plea of no contest, and I'm going to order that you get the balance paid,
Your Honor, respectfully.
Within 30 days.
Okay, Your Honor, respectfully, with those documents that you have, I didn't receive any documentation requested in a timely manner to proceed today. Outlining my full warranty under Chapter 66 of Texas Civil Practice Code, which is
stop, Mr. Elizondo, stop. The Civil Practice Code does not apply to this courtroom. This is the Code of Criminal Procedure applies to the criminal courtroom. So the Civil Code does not apply.
But I still have a civilian due process, Your Honor.
Well, yeah,
I have not entered a plea.
You did by mailing it in. By mailing that in, that's entering a plea of no contest. You mailed in a payment of $3.
Your Honor,
you can get the balance paid.
The reason why I did that, as a bailor and grantor, like I stated multiple times, I've granted this court equitable title for settlement.
Okay, Mr. Elizondo.
Merge.
Mr. Elizondo, were you wanting to plead not guilty and request a trial?
No. Respectfully, Your Honor. Constitutionally, too. For the record, I am a Texas common law free man. I do not participate in any Ponzi schemes that require me to have registration and insurance. I do not consent quasi-jurisdiction. Respectfully, Your Honor, I plead for a civilian due process of law.
This dude really thinks that saying respectfully before cutting off the judge is gonna magically change her mind. Like, bro, that's not how respectfully works. And can we talk about that whiteboard behind him? From what I can make out, it seriously looks like he might be a teacher or something, which is honestly terrifying. Imagine the kind of lessons this guy is giving. If anyone can read what's written on that board, drop it in the comments, because if this guy's teaching kids, that's next level insane. Also, did you know that judges can actually fine you for wasting the court's time, even if you're representing yourself? So stacking sovereign citizen nonsense on top of that is like ordering extra chaos on your legal pizza. Personally, I think they should start adding extra fines just for sovereign citizen time wasting, but I know some of you in the comments don't agree with me. So let me know, should these people be hit with extra penalties or just be laughed out of court?
Okay, well, you're
Under Section
receiving,
1, Article 10.
okay, Mr. Elizondo, you're receiving the exact same due process that every other person who's appeared in this court has. And you have mailed in a payment of $3, and that payment is received as a plea of no contest.
Who is my accuser, Your Honor, respectfully?
The state of Texas. That citation that you received, that is the accusation. And
Okay, well, I would like to go to trial for this.
so you're indicating that you wish to change your plea from no contest to not guilty?
Yes.
All right. And you wish to waive your right to jury trial, or do you wish to request a jury trial?
No.
So no jury trial. You wish to waive your right to a jury trial?
1 second, please. Never mind. Give me a jury trial, please.
So you wish to request a jury trial?
Yes.
And you will be representing yourself, or will you be retaining counsel?
Myself.
Okay. Do you understand that if you request a jury trial, if you're found guilty, in addition to the regular state court cost, there is an additional jury trial court cost that's assessed if you're convicted. Your case is going to be reset for a pretrial hearing that is going to be for our May contest docket, which is at 6 p.m. on May 7th.
Let me know what you thought about that last sovereign citizen in the comments. Honestly, I think the judge could have gone a little harder, but hey, she held it down pretty well. Now buckle up, because the next one, this guy goes full meltdown. I'm talking full-on freakout. He even claims he was kidnapped. Yeah, you heard that right. I swear, sometimes I wonder if these people are real or just acting for views. I once watched a guy try the exact same stunt, and the judge just sat there like, "You done yet?" Straight face, zero reaction. But anyway, let's dive into this. Next one and see who's worse, the last dude, or this walking plot twist right here.
Attacked and assaulted and kidnapped 2 different times, just one time. Recite your oath of office, your delegation of authority order, and your bond information.
What is your name?
I am Brian. My family name is Wilkinson.
All right. We'll go on the record in State of Kansas versus Brian J. Wilkinson. Case number 25 CR 67. The state appears by County Attorney Darren DeVinny. Mr. Wilkinson appears in person by Zoom. We're here for a first appearance. Mr. Wilkinson, you're appearing by a summons. I'm going to go over your charges with you. There are 3 counts, all alleged to have occurred on June 4th, 2024 in Butler County, Kansas. Count 1 alleges you were in unlawful possession of methamphetamine. That is a level 5 drug felony. Count 2 alleges you were in unlawful possession of paraphernalia for use. That is a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Count 3 is an allegation of possession of marijuana, also a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Do you understand what you've been charged with, Mr. Wilkinson?
I do not understand, Your Honor.
Yeah, what don't you understand?
I had thought that this matter was already settled on the case that Mr. Watts was representing me for.
Okay, I'm not aware of that particular matter. That may have been a different case. I'm not sure.
Well, there wasn't a different case. I mean, I wasn't attacked and assaulted and kidnapped 2 different times, just one time.
Mr. DeVinny, do you know anything about another case involving Mr. Wilkinson?
Let's see. Well, I know there's criminal history. I know he's a B on the grid. He has out of at least Butler County cases, we've got a driving while suspended, an old 23 traffic case that's closed. And then he has this open case now for possession of methamphetamine.
Do you know of, is there one where Mr. Watts representing that you know of?
Not that I'm aware of. Well, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I don't know, Mr. Wilkinson. That can be sorted out. Can you afford to hire an attorney to represent you?
I'm sui juris.
Excuse me?
I'm sui juris, and I would appreciate it, Your Honor, if you would recite your oath of office, your delegation of authority order, and your bond information.
I'm not going to do that, Mr. Wilkinson. Can you afford to hire an attorney?
I am not a ward of the court. I'm not an idiot. I know how to speak for myself.
Okay. Do you wish to represent yourself?
Well, I am myself. I can't represent myself, but yes, I will be talking for myself.
All right. You understand you have a right to have an attorney represent you on this case?
Yeah, but that makes me a ward of the court if I am seen as too stupid to talk for myself.
Judging by what this guy just said 30 seconds ago, talking about being a sui juris and asking the judge to be his trustee, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say he's way too clueless to represent himself. Like we're either dealing with someone completely delusional or just flat out not all there, no in between. I'm willing to bet this dude got caught with his little baggie of drugs, hopped on Facebook, and fell headfirst into a sovereign citizen rabbit hole thinking he found a legal cheat code. Spoiler alert. You can't just declare yourself above the law like you're signing up for a gym membership. That's not how any of this works. I remember this guy in high school who thought flashing a fake badge would get him out of a speeding ticket. Guess what? It didn't. And just like that, this guy's fantasy world is about to crash into reality real fast. Honestly, these people act like they're living in some TikTok conspiracy theory, not a courtroom. I think a lot of it just comes down to ego. They really believe the whole system is out to get them, when in reality, they just made a bunch of dumb choices. Either that or, let's just be real, this guy's just an idiot.